Madam Chair, this administration has been messing with the civil service. First, the president issued executive orders gutting collective bargaining and attacking unions. Then they shut the government down. Then they tried illegally to abolish the Office of Personnel Management. Now, President Trump has issued an executive order calling for the creation of a new Schedule F, which would allow reclassification of hundreds of thousands of expert employees in the federal civil service and take away their ability to appeal adverse actions taken against them, making them easy to remove and easy to replace with unqualified or less qualified political operatives. Mr. Steyer, you run a group that promotes nonpartisan good government. Does this executive order make government better? Does it promote the value of expertise?
Thank you, Congressman Raskin. And the answer is clearly not. It's really a fundamental attack on the core notion that we need a merit-based system, professionals to deal with the really difficult problems that we face as a nation. And it is frightening. And I would just offer the additional point that there's been some conversation that this could be easily overturned by an incoming President Biden. And my view is that the damage that could be done between now and next administration is really serious. And to the extent that this can be stopped, it would be to the people's benefit, because ultimately it will lead to incredible inefficiencies, incredible harm to the public and to public servants. It's worth noting that our system was based, fundamentally, it started after a president was assassinated by a would-be job seeker. And there was a recognition that that's not the way to run a government, that we actually needed people who were selected for their expertise because they were public stewards and had the ability to solve big problems. Those are the ones that we needed in government.
You recently wrote an op-ed in USA Today, which, Madam Chair, I'd like to submit for the record, if I could.
Accepted.
Thank you. And in that piece, you said that these actions could make our government less accountable and less effective. But Mr. Steyer, you've actually called for reform of the civil service. I'm wondering, well, why do you think this is not the reform that is required right now?
So thank you again for that opportunity to answer that question. There's no doubt that our system does need reform. You look at our pay system right now, it was created in 1949. I don't know of any other organization that's running successfully with a pay system from 1949. So there's definite modernization that needs to occur. The challenge with the Schedule F is that it undermines the basic premise that our career workforce should be selected for their expertise, and they should not be gotten rid of unless there is a problem, there's a cause, a real cause for getting rid of them. The Schedule F, what it would enable is a political appointee to fire a whistleblower, someone who's identified waste, fraud, and abuse, and therefore gets fired for it, or that person never raises their hand because they know they can be fired. That does not serve the American people.
Thank you. Ms. Brown, you ran the agency review teams for President Obama in the 2008 transition. How important was the presence of career civil servants to you during that transition process?
Thank you for that question. It is absolutely indispensable. Most of our meetings when we went into agencies were with career civil servants. If you think about it, it is only the very top level of these enormous agencies of political appointees. Everybody else is a career employee. And the individuals who really know the ins and outs of programs, who are doing the work of the government every day, are career civil servants. And so they're the ones that you really want to be talking to and need to be talking to as you're learning about what is going on in that agency during agency review.
Well, I appreciate that. Madam Chair, I just want to say that OMB's identified 425 people, nearly 90% of its staff, for conversion to this Schedule F. And this creates real risks that thousands of people will be removed from their jobs right in the midst of the pandemic, right in the middle of the holidays, and right when we need them most for this presidential transition. We must not allow this plan to go forward, and I yield back to you, Madam Chair.